Yo Mad Dogs, welcome back to video number 3 of our repair and rebuild of the Ferrari 488 Spider sat behind me. Now so far we have done quite a bit of work to it. We managed to strip off the back quarter of the damaged part of the car. We took all of this part out, took the old wheel off, took the hub off, took the drive shaft out, took the old intercooler off, and basically got it back to bare metal. The next steps for us were to purchase all the parts to rebuild the back quarter, and we spent a couple of evenings putting it all back together so that we can get this car moving. So the engine does start and it does drive, albeit we have only driven it around the workshop here, but we have quite a big job to do today. So let's show you what the plan is. So the biggest bit of the structural damage on here is this part of the car. So there's 3 pieces of steel, box steel here, which has been smashed to pieces, which was obviously in the original accident. We have purchased these pieces from Ferrari and we need to get them welded back on. Now the only problem with welding these back on is that just behind here, this black piece here, is a fuel tank. So we obviously can't do any welding next to a fuel tank. A, it's dangerous, and B, we can't actually get to the back of the box section to actually weld it. So what we need to do is work out exactly how the fuel tanks come out. So there could be one of 2 ways. So the first way, which fingers crossed is the right way, is when the roof opens up, there is an access panel just about here. So hopefully we can unscrew that and the fuel tanks will slide out. Now if that isn't the case, what we're going to have to do unfortunately is take the whole engine out, drop it onto a frame, take the fuel tanks out in through the hole, and then get that bit welded and then put it all back together again. So if we've got to take the engine out, that becomes a massive job, but if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. So first things first, James, let's get the roof open and let's have a look inside that access panel to see if we can actually get to the fuel tanks, and hopefully we can get to the bit that needs welding.
Getting to the panel was actually quite easy. All we did was lift the roof up halfway. James propped it up with some metal rod thing that he found lying around the garage. We removed the carpet and then set about undoing all the bolts which held the panel in place. As soon as they were done, we removed the cables that were fed through the panel and then lifted the panel out. Easy as that.
You push out a little bump, and then the cable will come
up. Okay, so we've got the panel off. Don't think it looks like good news, because this is a fuel tank this side, fuel tank's there,
and there ain't no room.
And there's no room. All of this is in the way. Right, so turns out we've got to take the engine out. Gearbox all comes out on the subframe, so that's going to be for a different night slash weekend. So to use up the hours we've got this evening, I'm gonna take the door panel off down here so that we can get to the airbag that's been deployed in the door, and we're also going to take off the seat belts from the passenger side and the driver's side. They have obviously been set off during the crash, so they will need resetting. There's a little explosive in them, so they will need resetting. But we've got to send those off to a company to do that for us. But we'll show you a little bit more when we do that. For now though, the panel that was originally over the top of the engine here, we've just laid it back over the top just as in case we start the engine, a bit of heat from the engine, we don't want it to burn the lid or anything, so and it's a good place to store it. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going to do the door, we'll do the door first, we'll do the seat belts first, and then we'll do the door. Right, so investigating how the seatbelt comes out. So it gets threaded through this panel here, so this panel is going to have to come off, so we can get to the back end of it, but it also connects to the seat, so we might have to take the seat out so we can get to the bolt that holds the bottom of the seat belt on. And then, while we've got the back open, oh yeah, you can see it there. Back end of the seat belt is in here. So yeah.
Nice. There's some bolt seat, let's get that end off.
Right, so the seat first, yeah?
Getting the seat out was as easy as 4 bolts, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. Then we got the bottom of the seat belt out by unbolting it from the chair. There wasn't a lot of room to work with here, but James did manage it. The electrical connector was disconnected, and then James removed the chair. Turns out the chairs are a lot heavier than we first expected.
Turns out we don't even need to take this panel off. It comes straight out the back.
Right, now we just need to
Unbolt it from up there.
unbolt the motor and the plug.
Easy seat. Right, well we've got the seat out, might as well give it a clean out. Get rid of all of this.
Lee Manor.
Celtic manner. Hey, I'm on the tools, look at me! Woo!
Long way, Luke.
Oi, oi! 2 bolts out.
I think you're capable of doing that.
James was then confident enough to let me have a go at taking one of the seats out, which was pretty easy. However, I did still make him do the heavy lifting. I then gave the driver's side a little once over with the vacuum cleaner.
Welcome to James's detailing garage. Next bit James taken out is the clip that holds the seatbelt in place at the top end.
Top pillar.
At the top pillar, the technical term. And then after that we'll take the seatbelt motor out. The seatbelt motor is the thing that pulls tight, isn't it, when you go in and it gets locked. It's got the little explosive in, a little bit of fireworks in there, a little bit of gunpowder. So when you have an accident, it really pulls it tight, locks it, so it won't come apart again, and it means you don't go through the front windscreen. So it's quite a good safety feature, really, isn't it?
Oh, we're a bit too flat.
Oh, you have to do it by hand. Is she loose?
Yeah, but this.
Oh, look how many tools we've used to get the seatbelt motor out. Shouldn't be this difficult.
What a horrible place for a bolt.
Well, Steve, just drop the bolt. Well, it's not brain surgery, is it? So there's a washer and a bolt down there now. And I bet they're not magnetic either, are they?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Can you see the bolts? We've just found something out. So if you ever need to take the seatbelt out of a Ferrari 488 Spider,
Do it for that side.
don't go that way.
Go that way.
Take this panel off and then watch this.
Only there.
The bolt is literally there. So you can get a spanner in. But that's 45 minutes we're not going to get back.
That bit of string is for the fuel filler. It's an emergency.
We can now shut this.
Complete roof cycle.
Oh, have we broke the roof?
Start it.
Oh no.
Rear boat. Oh, you shut the boat. That little bit.
Ah. Now, let's do the door panel. So the door card is off, it's down here on the floor, which has now given us access to the airbag. So the airbag is here, got a couple of bolts to take off, this side, and then this is the airbag device, which actually sets the airbag off. So we've just disconnected it there at that end, unbolt that, and see if we can find any part numbers on it, which there are some there, and then we'll get this one replaced. Sweet. More bolts. I've never seen so many bolts, mate. James says
wait till we tow the engine.
Yeah, when the engine's coming out, it's gonna be bolt central. Right, let's get this bit off.
Should be one on that round as well.
Look.
Oh, and there's another
There's one down there. There she is.
Oh, you should. Let's take this out.
That black bracket should come out, innit?
Yeah, so we've got one Torx.
Right, so that is all we can do tonight. Obviously the next bits is to get the engine out, which we'll have to do over a few more hours than we've got in the evening, so that's going to be a weekend job. But so far so good. So guys, if you like this video, if you like the rebuild of this wrecked Ferrari, then please like, subscribe and hit the bell, and then it will give you notifications for every time I upload a new video, and you can see the progress of the Ferrari plus any other cars that we do in the future. So from us, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you on the next one. See you later.